Hello, everyone. How are we doing this evening? Yeah, I'm going to say evening because for most of you it is evening. It's Dan. I'm back again covering Monday Night Raw. Did you have a good weekend? Did you watch Full Gear? Did you have a good time? Did you see that we finally hit 2,000 subscribers? Well done to everyone that has been supporting us from the early days all the way up until now. We appreciate every single one of you. So you've got me again for Monday Night Raw. We've got some supposedly big announcement. But at the minute, we've got Nia Jax versus Raquel Rodriguez. We've got Shinsuke Nakamura going against Chad Gable. We've got Becky Lynch finally going up against Xia Li. And we're going to have an advantage match for WarGames this Saturday night. It's either going to be Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, or Sami Zayn going up against either Finn Balor, Damien Priest, Dominic Mysterio, or JD McDonough to see who gets the advantage in WarGames itself. We've also got Drew McIntyre supposedly going to be explaining his actions. So hopefully we get that. And I shall see you in just a couple of seconds.
This is Big E from the New Day. Give me that whole yeah. Give it to me. I need it.
So how is everyone doing? So we'll see what we've got. And we've got Sassy, as always, letting everyone know that we're covering Monday Night Raw. We've got our Patreon and Super Chat available because we have it. That's 2,000 subscribers. We do appreciate if you do any donations. We have got the memberships, as we've just said. You can follow the descriptions below. They're in the chat. Not in the chat, they're in the description. I always say chat. I don't know why. We are a bit of a wrestling family here. We've got Mummy, Sassy. We've got Ant, who's a bit like a father figure to some of us. And then you've got me and Sam, who are just little rebels at times. Sometimes. Not really. The pop for Randy's return is going to be loud. I mean, I did put a little sort of teaser on the actual headline for the show itself. Will we hear voices before Survivor Series? I mean, it's fingers crossed. I reckon we will. If you set it up as a WarGames match and you didn't have that fifth man, and you're going into Chicago with CM Punk technically as a free agent, and then you do not deliver CM Punk, the crowd would turn on it on the show instantaneously, no matter how good of a show it was. So I'm glad they have announced it. We presume they are announcing it early. Thank you for all of your support. Yep, Sassy says we are now at 2,000 members on the road to 2,500. So we do appreciate every single one of you, whether it is a minute you spend watching, whether it's 10 minutes or like the other night, it was 4.5 hours covering Full Gear. We do like it if people support our other channels in a way as well. So we've got WrestleSphere and Soundsphere. We've also got Misfit Wrestling Podcast, who sticks his head in every so often. We've got Tom Talks Rubbish again. He has got interviews with myself, Dom, and Ant, and Sam on there as well. And then Wrestling Royalty, who did their first show in a little while on Friday night, which is, we call him Sporsy. It's Andy Spores. Absolutely lovely guy. We've got Michael in. How are you doing? How are you enjoying the premium? How are you enjoying the subscription? I had to think of then what it was. Yeah, Dan, how are you doing? Misfit, there we go. We give Misfit a little shout out a second ago. Did everyone enjoy the Mercedes Moné debut on Saturday? Yeah, I know. Hey, Mox Buddy, we've got the Mox Buddies in. Damage Control's backstage. Oh, nice. Let's get the earphones in. Let's get the show on the road. Sassy enjoyed Full Gear period. Great show. It had Moxley on there, so I'm sure you'd have been happy. Xylee beat Becky Lynch. We've got Brandon in. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Is that Mia Yim you've got in your photo? Looks like it. Hi, Mux Buddy, how are you? Michael's loving them emojis. Joe McIntyre's kicking off Raw. Yeah, that was sort of announced earlier on, so I did put that in the chat. Just curious if Randy doesn't come back for Survivor Series. Yeah, if he doesn't come back, there's no one else I think that can be big enough. We've got KMS in. How are you doing, KMS? Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good evening. Is that Soulcar? I don't know. Wrestling Revolver Unreal, Circle 6 Highway to Hell, Lone Star, New Japan, and GCW shirts. You watch so much, don't you, Sassy? You don't stop watching wrestling. Hi, KMS. Schedule update for this week. Joe, it being Thanksgiving week, there'll be no Dynamite review this week. However, there will be still a Survivor Series and SmackDown review. We're getting a new Raw theme, I know. I missed it because I was putting my earphones in and I was waiting for the show to load on my tablet. But I don't mind. Sassy said, hey, Brandon, thanks for joining. You don't give me chance, do you, Michael? I've got a couple here. I'll wait till the first commercial break. That way people can hang on if they want to know the snacks. I know you'll be here. I've got a couple of little bits. But we're going a recap of last week. Damian Priest saving the match for Judgment Day. It was a great match. And then we had the Drew sort of show up just off after the barricade and Claymore Jey Uso on the outside. Being a wrestling fan means supporting all wrestling. I understand, Sassy. I do understand. I just don't have the time of day to do it all. That's the problem I've got. There's my stream playing up this time. By the looks of it, it's been annoying tonight. Yes, Dan, snacks, please share snacks in chat. I will do. I will. There's a few that I've got. But yeah, we had the handshake at the end of Raw last week as it went off the air. Drew and Rhea Ripley, which we've been wanting for a long while. A Drew heel turn. The joys of being retired. Yeah, I know. Michael's got salt and pepper chips. Good choice. Good choice, my friend. We've got Drew in the ring. He's getting booed. Oh, Joe said he's not Dominic Mysterio. He's earned the right to talk, and he's going to talk. Joe saying that people are upset about what he did last week. Joe said he's upset about what he did last week. His head, why, Drew, why? Joe saying if he paid attention to the show. If you've turned on Drew, that's on us. I love this version of Drew. It's just pure attitude, isn't it? It's so good. Sassy's got venison and borgia, key string cheese, kettle popcorn. Again, Sassy. Absolutely love it. Joe's attitude when he's a heel is just so much more charismatic, I think. Joe says he doesn't remember any apologies. Joe doesn't remember any apologies that the bloodline have screwed over. Which he's got a fair ass point, fair as hell point there, hasn't he? We're going Yo Suck chance. Scottish psychopath is back. Yeah. Michael's loving heels. I don't think he's wearing heels, Michael. He's wearing probably wrestling boots. But I know what you mean. Got Nama in. Good to have you back from vacation, 100% in it, Nama. He looks... I don't know if he's darkened his beard or darkened his hair, or if it's just the way that he's got it, but it just looks a lot... It looks a lot sharper, or if he's just had a bit of a trim on it. Michael saying Drew's a better heel than face, 100%. I love him, and Clash at the Castle last year, he was as big of a babyface as you could probably get, but he was just so good, and he's so much better as a heel. Drew saying, is he starting to make sense? So the $1 million question is, has Drew McIntyre joined Judgment Day? He said he's 20. He started in 20 when it was 2022. When he was 22, and as he joined Judgment Day, I don't think he will have. Hey, Nama, good to be back, my dear assistant. Missed you too. Help me get through the Miz tonight. Yeah. Joe saying he's not joined the Judgment Day, which is good to hear. He will be on their team in WarGames, though. So Rhea Ripley is the one that gave Drew something that no one else could ever give him, which was Jey Uso in a cage. Oh, here we go. We've got Jey Uso coming out and Drew screaming down the mic, "Your ass belongs to me. Get out here." This is a surprising feud, which I'm quite into. Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. Are you about to hear voices? I don't know, maybe. I think they might save that till the end of the show. Drew's not a member of the Judgment Day. Nope. But he is going to be teaming. So, Jey Uso. Oh, we've got the rest of Judgment Day coming out. They've got Drew's back. So Drew's not going to get a beat down. He's going to get a yeet down. Miz is counting on your support for his IC belt match against Gunther. No, man, don't be mean. As far as you've heard, Orton's not backstage unless it's hidden. Well, if he is coming back tonight, he's going to be well hidden, or he might not even show up until shortly before the end of the show. We've just had Seth come out. We've got Sammy come out. We're getting the American Nightmare. The only other person that I think could be a good member is Kevin Owens. He's obviously had a big problem with Judgment Day recently. Well, I say recently, for the past 18 months. But it's got to be Orton, hasn't it? It's got to be. Oh, we've got Adam Pearce. So Adam Pearce said, "We're not doing it tonight. WarGames is Saturday." Oh, Adam Pearce being very, very suave there with it, saying that whoever throws the first punch before the fight will lose the advantage. Adam Pearce saying that the team need to pick a fifth member by the end of tonight. Yeah, it's going to be coming out last. Then he's going to generate that last minute pop. By 9 o'clock tonight. One on one. No outside interference, no shenanigans, fair and square. Would it have been a sort of cheeky idea to put the one-on-one match tonight in a steel cage as a predecessor to the WarGames match? Looking at it, it could be Drew versus Jay. Drew's just stepped straight forward. Joe looks like he's thought better of it. He escapes the, well, I say escapes the ring. He just walks out the ring. We've just had Randy Chance. That's a good start, having Randy Chance already. That's what we like. Teases. We like little teases like this. It keeps us intrigued for the full show, doesn't it? There's nothing worse than nothing happening all show. Your teasers like this right now were gripped more for the rest of the full length of the show, which is great. And you've got to have the heel win the match. I don't think the faces should ever start with an advantage, because then it doesn't create the anticipation and the heel stuff, which is what the WarGames match is. It's all about the heels having the advantage and then the baby faces overcoming it. Miz versus Ava is no longer taking place, so okay. Any reason? So we're getting the Miz versus Gunther face to face. So we're getting Nia Jax come out. Michael's got Baby Bell. Oh, good choice. Have you seen they've made giant baby or maxi baby bells now? Let's get a poll going because we're getting Raquel Rodriguez versus Nia Jax. Let's have a look. Happened last week. Yeah. Yeah, the Baby Bell now, they're doing a giant Baby Bell called a Maxi Baby Bell. And supposedly they're huge. But they've been released across here and I can't find them anywhere. So I'm hopefully going to try and find some by the end of the week. If I do, I'll tweet a photo out just so you can see how big they are. Talking of snacks, let's get to mine. So I'm going to write them in the chat. I've got my... I've got that all. Got that. There you go. There's my snacks. Going to laugh if the fifth member is LA Knight or Kevin Owens. There's rumours of it could be then. Both of them are good baby faces, but I don't see it happening. So I'll bring it up. Gold bar biscuits. I've got a full pack of them. They are individually wrapped biscuits. So each one, just a nice little sort of snacky thing. But it's like a caramel white chocolate type thing with wafer in the middle, biscuit in the middle. Delicious. I've got my fruit pastels. I've got my chocolate waffles. So again, they're individually packed, but there's the box. And then I've got Christmas cupcakes already. So each one comes with its own little ring to go on your finger of a Christmas character. So you've got Santa Claus, you've got a penguin, you've got reindeer. Yeah. No, yeah. I don't think it'll happen, but it could happen. Sassy loves chocolate waffles. I'll get the vote going as soon as the match comes back on. Don't worry, Asin. How was the weekend going on Full Gear? It was a good show. It was a great show, actually, from start to finish. There wasn't a match I was disappointed in. You had everything from technical wrestling to proper brawl and the deathmatch stuff. It was fantastic. Hi, Hassan. If we're being honest, Kevin Owens makes a lot more sense than Orton or Punk. Clear, yeah, 100%. I completely agree with that. You could also say the same for LA Knight. LA Knight makes a lot more sense than Randy Orton or CM Punk. Punk's got nothing to do with any of them. Randy Orton has got nothing to do with any of them, whereas KO and LA Knight have both had interactions with Judgment Day. There you go. I've stuck the poll in for you. Priest isn't happy about Joe being in WarGames. I'm not surprised. Joe's obviously trying to show his authority. I'm doing all right. A little bit tired, but I mean, after doing 4.5, 5 hours near enough on Saturday night and then tonight, it's going to be a long couple of days. Is Light or is his cheek swollen? I think it's a bit of makeup on the jawbone there, or cheekbone. Yeah, I think it's a bit of the purple face makeup that she's got. It doesn't look too big, too raised. It's a match no one asked for, featuring two charisma vacuum cleaners. You mean CM Punk? Or you mean Nia Jax and Raquel Rodriguez? Can you redo the vote with a third option of I don't care? Or we could just put, will Raquel Rodriguez be injured by Nia Jax? Yes or yes. We don't need a no, do we? I just want to know what Raquel Rodriguez's gimmick is apart from her back. She doesn't seem to have anything. Very, very athletic, very, very talented in terms of she's good in the ring, but it's all about her back for some reason. It doesn't interest me. Thank God Kyrie's on the mat on SmackDown away from Nia. Yeah, I think I didn't want Rhea back. Not Rhea. Nia Jax back. I'm not bothered that she's back. I'm not bothered if I don't see her. But supposedly she's doing good figures on the quarter hours, supposedly anyway. Her and Nagy there from Nia Jax. Sassy agrees with Misfit. Yeah. Nia Jax just sort of taunting Raquel Rodriguez. Damage Control outdraw everyone again on SmackDown. Yeah, because it's amazing. It's such a good story. And we want the... I don't know. We want the heel turn from Bayley, even though she is heel. But we kind of want the face turn from Io, even though she's already face. What if it was Damage Control 2.0, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky? Raquel with the crossbody off the apron, taking Nia Jax out on the floor. Misfit thinks it's about time to let Io walk into Mania as champion. Io Sky versus Asuka versus Kairi Sane in a triple threat match. Give me it. Don't care. I don't care if there is a story. Just give me them three together. Nia Jax had Raquel Rodriguez on her shoulders, back first into the ring post. First commercial break. Well, second commercial break. You're on board with Io versus Bayley? Yeah, I am. But you can do that at the Rumble and then have the triple threat at Mania. That's the way I would have it. And then that's where you'd put the title on Kairi Sane for me. Give you a Bayley Rumble win. She does deserve it, but I don't know. Liv Morgan's rumoured to be sort of getting close to returning. So would you save her to the Rumble and give her the win? She was popping big numbers and the crowd loved her before she went out injured. Who else could you have? You could even theoretically have someone like Tiffany Stratton win. That would create a lot of buzz. Jade Cargill you've got. I think there is better options than Bayley winning the Rumble. I do believe she deserves to win the Rumble at some point, but I think that the Rumble at the minute, you want to build someone. And I don't think Bayley needs that rub of winning the Rumble. So I would probably use it. Someone like, I think Jade Cargill is probably the person that would win it. But I'd like to see someone like Liv Morgan win it. Because I think she's a longer term prospect for the main event scene. Alexa's not far from sort of giving birth, I think, so there's no way she's going to be back for the Rumble. So I think if you're bringing Liv Morgan back, you could have her come as a big surprise entrance and have a good show and get down to the final 2 or 3 if you are having Jade Cargill win. It's now or never for Bayley, says Misfit. I mean, the problem that I've got with Bayley is she's already main event level. She doesn't need anything to feel legitimate. You could have her go up and you could have her beat Charlotte. You could have her beat near enough anyone on the women's roster and it wouldn't feel out of place. But if you want to build someone, Jade Cargill, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, they are all better prospects for me. WWE isn't thrilled with Jade's in-ring progress. Probably not. I mean, she got given the Goldberg treatment in AEW, where she was being given relatively short matches and most of the time squash style matches. So there wasn't the longevity in the ring to be able to learn how to work and put a match together. Nia Jax is going for a submission. Raquel was trying to get back to her feet, but Nia Jax didn't let that happen. So either stopped showing her on TV and stopped being mentioned. Yeah. Tease her, take her away, build her up, give her the in-ring sort of reps and the Performance Center until the Rumble. And then at the Rumble, Raquel was again trying to get to her feet, but looking at it, the knees collapsed. Or she was just off balance, maybe. But yeah, keep giving Jade Cargill reps in the ring at the Performance Center all the way up until Rumble. And then have her come out and win it. Because then it shows that she's going to be a big deal. Jax went for the corner. But Raquel, head scissors takedown. Beautiful. Raquel with a big kick to Nia Jax. Crowd seemed to be invested a little bit in the match. Corkscrew spinning elbow from Raquel, very nice. What's Raquel going to go for? Trying to pick Raquel up in a fireman's carry? Nope. Lower back gave out again. Becky's more than likely winning it again. It's again another good shout, but sent on from Nia Jax. Boring, says Sassy. Little bit. Just show on in something she's clearly not ready for. 3 months in the Performance Center is not going to change it. Maybe not. Raquel's trying to get Nia into a powerbomb. Score on the shoulders. That gave out again. The Annihilator. Jax gets the win. 1, 2, 3. Not interested. Don't care. I don't want to sound harsh, but that match didn't do anything for me. Let's show you one of these biscuits. So it actually does say on the chocolate bar itself, gold. And like I said, it's white chocolate, like a white chocolate, caramel chocolate type thing. Mm. Jade needs to be brought up slowly. Let her build a reputation in NXT. I think the way that WWE are presenting her and the money they spent on her, they're going to want her on the main roster straight away, I think. I would have her in developmental for a little while longer at least, and then on NXT and then brought up. But I think WWE are going to want an investment return quick sooner rather than later. No, I agree with Sassy. Nice matches are usually slow and plodding. Mike's skills are not good at all. Yeah, boring. Queen of Raw burying his back. 100% Mark. Mark, the rock star of giving, 100%. So for the people that don't know, Mark is a member of the YouTube channel and the community itself, and he donated 2 separate memberships on Saturday night to a couple of other members, just so they can sort of get the advantage of being able to sort of see what we do. So again, Mark, you're an absolute legend. I appreciate you, dude. You're a Liverpool fan anyway, so I knew you was a legend already. So our we've got a good game at weekend, isn't there, Mark? We've got Man City. We're away to Man City at dinner time. That should be a banger of a game. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of gutted for Everton, but it's Everton. I don't want them to go down because we wouldn't really get the Liverpool the Everton derbies, and it's one of the things we live for, isn't it? But I mean, if they've broken the financial fair play rules, I don't want them to go down at all. Yeah, there's supposedly the clubs that was relegated last season, they're taking up lawsuits against Everton, which, I mean, I can't blame them either. Someone asked on Twitter, why is the main interest in Randy's return involving him beating up a woman? It's because he's the only one willing to do it. I mean, he's probably one of the only people that can get away with doing it because of how cocky he can be. Yeah, they could lose even more points. That's that's the thing that I'm sort of worried about, is I don't want them to lose any more because I think it'll be hard for them to recover. It should be where they get a massive, massive fan and a transfer ban for a few years. They're not allowed to spend any money until they've broken out the average of what it should be. We've got Judgment Day backstage again. We got Drew as well. So Damien supposedly wants the match tonight for the advantage. Drew wants himself in the match, obviously. Drew doesn't like Judgment Day, but he hates Jey Uso. So Damien doesn't like Drew because Drew cost Damien the world title. Yep, makes sense. Damien giving Drew the match. Person who asked that doesn't know Randy very well. Definitely not. More tickets for Survivor Series have been released. I'm not surprised. I mean, it's a wrestling show in Chicago. There is a spot that could potentially be for CM Punk, but I mean, we don't see that happening, do we? We rally in. How you doing? Long time no see, dude. Thanks for joining. Guessing Randy's showing up tonight. Everyone's saying it. I think it's one of the worst kept secrets, along with the original CM Punk debut in AEW at First Dance. So, yeah. I mean, I'll see him. I'll see him returning. I think I've said it for a while. Bit random. You saw Tyson Fury yesterday. Lived near him. 6'9" is massive. He's a unit. He's an absolute unit in a wee rally. You see why he is a world heavyweight champion boxer. USA needs to stop talking on Twitter. Let's have a look. What are the put? So, just for everyone's think, yeah, I'm going to explain it for him. So, USA Network got asked, who do you hope the fifth team member is for WarGames. And USA Network has replied with no idea. Kevin Owens is suspended from SmackDown, so maybe KO. LA Knight could owe Cody a favour. Who knows? Maybe they also called Becky Lynch and see if she's doing double duty. Maybe they'll put a mystery partner from the past. We'll see. Yeah, if they did it without that line, it would have been a lot more intriguing. He's from Lancashire, a place next to the sea. Raw's okay so far. Why does Raquel lose every single match she's in? Because she's going up against a woman beater in Nia Jax. Where are they saying I sassy? Yeah, I think it's going to be a fun weekend because I think I might be doing Friday Night SmackDown for you this week, guys. So I'll be back again doing 3 shows out of 4 because I've done. No, it'll be 4 out of 5 technically, will it? Yeah, so I did Saturday night. I'm doing tonight. And then I'm doing probably SmackDown and WarGames. So I'll be doing 4. The only show that I won't have done this week will be Dynamite. Someone take USA's phone away. Yeah, take it away. I heard UA voice in your head. Is there a new Raw music at the start? I missed it. I actually missed it as well. I literally came on when it was Drew already in the ring. So I don't know. They're going to replace thumbtacks with ruffles for the women's war game spot, and the crowd will love it. Replace the thumbtacks with marshmallows. I don't know. Anyone in the chat know the new Raw music theme? Let us know. Let's have a look. So the title is supposedly is titled Born to Be. There was no new theme. Oh, okay, not a problem. We rather like Nickelback's theme best. I mean, I've liked quite a lot of them. I quite liked NF's The Search. That was a great theme. It's on my playlist. It's been on my playlist for a long while now. Technically, it's just the same song. Okay. Just maybe a reworking of it. So the band does the SmackDown music intro as well. So they do both now. Nice. I mean, good money coming in for a minute. So now we're halfway through, 2/3 of the way through November. You have got time if you do want to get yourself a little treat for Christmas. I know it's early. I haven't even started my shopping yet, so I might just treat myself to one of these. You could get a Holy Maniac shirt. If yellow's a bit too bright for you, you can get something a bit darker. You can go a little bit more evil and get a Kevin Owens style Give Me a Whole Year shirt like the tape. Or if you do want old school, you can get a Give Me a Whole Year NWO inspired shirt. You can get just our logo on a baseball cap. Or you could get the Give Me a Whole Year Club logo. We've got that on shirts. We've got them on hoodies. We've got plenty of them available. All different styles, depending on what you want. And any of the designs that you've seen, you can get on any style of t-shirt. You can have them on bags. You can have them on hoodies, jumpers, water bottles, baseball caps, beanies, whatever you want, or even little teddies. So if you do want any of them, you can head over to our spread shop link in the description below. And any money that you do, anything that you do buy, we do get a very small profit off that, and that goes straight back into the channel again. So we do appreciate anything you do buy. And if you do, once you've got it and you put it on, take a photo, tweet it out to us, and we'll retweet the hell out of that for you. Here's front and center of the WarGames graphic. Yeah, I mean, you should have the women's champion that you've got big front and center of that poster. Heard from the stage of SmackDown and Survivors will be minimal for this reason, so don't expect to say. We never do anymore. That's the problem. So Jay wants to be in the ring against Drew. Seth isn't a big fan of wanting Jay in the match tonight. Actually, Jay's put a bit of a motivational speech together and changed his mind. So it sounds like Jay's in the match tonight. Sammy's going down to business about the fifth member, though. SmackDown guys are not off limits. That sounds cool. Cody said he's got a friend who he thinks can come through for him for now. Could it be his old legacy teammate? It's going to be like Rumble and SummerSlam sets this year. Yeah. Very minimalistic, aren't they? We've got Becky Lynch in the ring. So I bet, are we getting Becky Lynch and Xia Li already? Let's get a poll going. Getting some cool graphics on the entrance. So again, Becky Lynch versus Xia Li. Get your votes in. There you go. Oscar and Dakota Kai are the only Damage Control members at Raw. That sounds unusual. So Xia Li has got a match tomorrow night against Lyra Valkyria for the NXT Women's Championship tomorrow night. Could have called Bob Ollie. I thought he was going to go for Ted DiBiase, his old legacy teammate. That makes more sense. It's an old friend. He's not working at the minute, so he could do with a bit of money probably. It's Ted DiBiase in it. Xylee pushing Becky into the corner. Becky retorting with a shove to the chest. Ted is in jail. I mean, Cody's big enough where he could probably sneak him out for a night. Cody's got a lot of influence, hasn't he? So he probably can do that. Xylee just went for a big kick, but Becky ducked. Leg swipe. Went for the schoolboy. Got a 1 count. Xylee went for a pin, only gets a 1 count as well. Becky off the ropes. Xylee off the ropes as well. Big chop from Becky. Beautiful arm drags. Back to back from the man. Ted is currently the most hated Legacy member. I wonder why. Yeah. He's under slammer for fraud. Don't think Cody can save him. I was only joking, guys. So Xylee looking for her. She's looking for some sort of suplex. Fraud catches up with you, Logan. Yep, it can do. Xylee taken to the outside. Becky off the ropes. Baseball slide straight to Xylee's face. Nice. Becky on the apron. Flying forearm. Xylee thrown back in the ring, but rolls straight back out. Becky's just not going to give Xylee that space. Xylee went for a kick. Becky ducked. Right hands from Becky and face first off the apron. So the WWE fans are going to decide the advantage for WarGames for the women's match. That's an unusual way to do it. So we're going to a commercial break. Yeah, so who do we think is going to win the women's WarGames match? Because it's two very good teams. They're not totally rigging that. I know they're not. It's going to be the fairest thing in the world, isn't it, Mark? Damage Control needs to win to establish them as a dominant faction. I mean, they've been going for over a year. They've held the women's tag titles. They've had women's titles in the ranks. So I don't think they need to be classed as a dominant faction. They already have been for quite a while. But with the new members, I think that is where they need the win. If you've got Randy coming back tonight, there's no way you're probably going to bring him back and have him lose his first match back. So I think that if you're going to have the faces win that match, you're going to have the heels win the women's match. So yeah, that's what I mean. It's a new version of Damage Control needs the win, or the members in the new members of Damage Control need a win. What did people end up thinking of Dynamite itself? Or not Dynamite, Full Gear. Did you watch the majority of it? Did you watch any of it? Did you enjoy the show? I covered the full thing from start to finish, and it was a brilliant, brilliant card. The match quality for every single match, the full start to finish show was banging. I don't think there was a bad match overall in the night. Problem is, both heel factions need the win. Yeah. I don't think Judgment Day need the win. I think Damian Priest needs the win. Just because if you're going to have him take the title off Seth with the briefcase, you want to keep him looking as strong as possible. So I don't know whether you could see a cash in during the match, maybe. I was just about to say we're expecting a full cash in, maybe after the match. Take the title off him after the match itself. Judgment Day will be fine with the loss as Misfit. Yeah, I think they'll be okay with it. It'll be Kyrie's first real match back with WWE. Don't count the 6-woman tag as a match. Yeah. Becky's just got the upper hand. Becky with a flying forearm into the corner. An exploder suplex. Well, a exploder suplex out the corner. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Most noise the crowd has made during this Ali match because she's going up against someone that the crowd love. So, past couple of weeks, the matches have been against people who the crowd don't really care about, I don't think. Becky was looking for the disarmer. Xylee got out of dodge quite quickly there. Xylee off the ropes. And a spinning strike, spinning kick type move. Becky just saying something to Xylee. I didn't catch what was said. To hell with Orton. You want it to be Hardcore Holly that Cody calls? Well, he's already called him. So, I mean, Bob Holly's usually in good shape, isn't he? Oh, Becky with a slam. Xylee trying to block the disarmer again. Becky's got the disarmer. Right in the center of the ring. Xylee struggling. Xylee counters 1, 2. Becky has to break it with a pin on. Becky looking for something. Xylee kicks to the head. Xylee's got Becky in the rack. Airplane spin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Been a reasonable match so far, I think. What are the youth buckaroos doing in the Raw zone? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever. Xylee breaks up the move on the ropes after a 4. Doesn't want to get disqualified. Xylee going up to the top. Becky catches her. Becky clubbing blows to the back of Xylee while she sat on the top turnbuckle. Xylee's best match in WWE, yeah. I think this has been a good showing from Xylee. Superplex from Becky, going for the pin. 1, 2, kick out at 2 from Xylee. Crowd are actually really into this match by the sounds of it. See, Xylee doesn't suck. No, but the opponents that she's been put up with over the past couple of weeks, they haven't had the chemistry, whereas I think these have got a lot of chemistry in the ring. Becky getting everyone fired up. Becky went for the manhandle slam. Xylee got a spinning heel kick to Becky. Becky pushed to the outside. Crowd chanting for Becky. Is Becky out of it? No. Referee's checked on her and said she's all right. Xylee went for another spinning kick, but Becky drives Xylee into the ring post. Creates a bit of separation. Both men get in just before the 10 count. Women are swinging for the fences in the center of the ring, back and forth. Xylee again went for that spinning kick. Bex got the manhandle slam. 1, 2, 3. Becky gets the win. Xylee's got a good spinning back kick as anybody in the business. Looks awesome, yeah. Just needs to put her in the right ring with the right people. 100%. You've got to have that chemistry. I mean, you could trap her in the ring against Nia Jax, see how she does. Becky finishes it with the manhandle slam. Oh, we've got damage control coming down from the crowd. We've got Becky, we've got Asuka, Io Sky, Kairi Sane. Oh no, we've also got Charlotte, Shotzi, and Bianca chasing him down. So damage control got a sneak attack. Got sneak attacked on them. Adam Pearce, a lot of security running out. Everyone's going to town on each other. We're going to let them fight chant. Crowd are going mad, let them fight. Oh, there's Dakota Kai. I thought I saw her earlier on. What spot do I reckon we're going to get from Kairi Sane or Io Sky? More Io Sky. She's always done some big moonsault or something off the top of the cage, hasn't she? Oh, they're going at it again. Kairi's so cool. Yeah. She just looks the absolute business, doesn't she? We've got Kaiser, Ludwig Kaiser backstage. So Vinci is asking, going through, is everything okay? So Gunther made Kaiser wants to take care of Johnny Gargano, but he wants Vinci to stay in the back. Elbow drop from the cage. Good shout, Misfit. Kairi just wants to keep on her hat. She's so unserious. Yeah, she's just having fun, I think. We've got Griff Dog in on Facebook. How you doing, dude? Did you end up watching Full Gear over the weekend? Did you enjoy? Cody's team net fans and your partner. There's a very, very big clue in our title of who it's probably going to be for you, Griff. Griff Dog. I can't really do the pose either. But you might hear voices at some point tonight. You might hear them in your head. You buried the booking of main event MJF versus Jay White. It was a good story in the match, but yeah, there's no way that Jay White should have lost that match if MJF was that injured, should he? I think that was the only thing that was probably done a little bit wrong from the booking standpoint. But you don't put the title on Jay White when you've got MJF. The match itself, I thought, was fun. It was good fun. It was good storytelling, but yeah. The Copeland, Sting, and Darby Allin match was great. Yep. That was fantastic. Hey, Christian Cage is a bit of a pain, isn't he? I was going to say something, but I didn't know if it'd get me kicked off YouTube for a little bit. So he's just been a nightmare. He's such an evil little git. Who did he really call? Who do I think you call? Who do I think? Did he call James Ellsworth? Clark Anderson. That'd be a good one for him to come out. Yes. We need Randy Orton back. That's the clue. That's the clue, dude. Yeah. There's big rumours of him coming back. I mean, I don't know if he'd be able to answer the phone, but Pharaoh would be a good person. Just go around and bite the bum off everyone. Christian proved he is really the baby face in that feud on Saturday. Yeah. Have Pharaoh come out. He might not be able to answer a phone, but is probably quite good at biting. And in WarGames, you can get away with anything, so you can just go around biting everyone's legs. Why was Flair allowed to get away with hitting Christian in front of the referee, but the Guns can't hit MJF? 100%. I think I called it out. I said that it should have been in the disqualifications. WarGames 2022 was a 6 out of 10. I don't know. The Bloodline going up. That was a great WarGames match, I thought. The full pay-per-view itself was okay, but that was a great WarGames match. Because you had the Kevin Owens, the Sami Zayn stuff. It was brilliant. So we've got Zoe Stark cutting a promo, showing that Battle Royal 2 weeks ago. Enjoyed the women's one more. Yeah, I mean, both the WarGames matches themselves was great, but the card itself was okay. I preferred the story in the men's match for me. So we're getting Zoe Stark versus Rhea Ripley this Saturday at WarGames. Well, Survivor Series Wargames. We've got Gargano in the ring. Let's get you a poll going. Ludwig Kaiser versus Johnny Gargano. Who do we think? Gargano or Kaiser? Get your votes in. Yeah, it's already done for you. The real main event of Full Gear was Swerve vs. Hangman. It was a bloody banger. And I mean that in every sense of the word. It was a cracking match. It was what I remember from the 2000 Rumble. Cactus Jack versus Triple H. It was, for the age I was at the time, it was ultra violent. And then the match on Saturday night, Hangman versus Swerve, ramped it up. AEW versus WWE. Yep, that's what we've got all the time now, Griff Dog. Crown Jewel sucked. It was okay. It wasn't spectacular, was it? Would we like to hear your stance on death matches in AEW? Yes. Go for it, Misfit. So, Kaiser taking down Gargano. Huge shot from Kaiser. So I've showed his cuts on Instagram. Brutal. I ain't actually seen him. Misfit doesn't mind death matches. Loves hardcore wrestling when it's done right. Yeah. Death matches in AEW should only happen if the feud going on absolutely calls for it. Yes, 100%. And every time. Hangman and Swerve did call for it. Should have be treated like Hell in a Cell was back in the day. It should be a feud ender, shouldn't it? It shouldn't be, we're coming up to this pay-per-view, we need this match type. This is what I like about this year's War Games. It's been organically built and it's storyline driven, but it's going to the right point. It's not just team up to go for it. Swears Gear was a tribute to Bray. I didn't even notice that either. Gargano just went for the double knees in the corner. Kaiser caught him. Big kick. Gargano is coming off the ropes. Went for a suicide dive. Kaiser ended up catching him. It's Fiend gear. Oh yeah, the red and black striped trousers. Triple H having heart problems, I think. Chase is yelling in his voice. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do. He's producing Monday Night Raw, he's producing SmackDown, is helping produce NXT, I think, still with Shawn Michaels. So he's a busy guy. Writing a lot of TV, making everything make sense. What's everyone's favourite WarGames match then? It's been back a few years. It's been on NXT a bit longer, but favourite WarGames match of all? Misfits gone WCW versus NWO at Fall Brawl 96. Classic one. Very classic. Was it NWO going against the Four Horsemen pretty much, wasn't it? Or was that the year after? Osiris Sting on. That is the one. Brilliant one. For me, one of my favourites was the Kevin Owens return into NXT with Team Ciampa going up against the Undisputed Era, because that was a lot of big guys in there. You had Keith Lee, Dominic Dijakovic, Kevin Owens. It was brilliant. JD McDonough sucks. All he does is lose. I think he's a great wrestler. I think he's a great character, but he's looked like the weakling of Judgment Day. Sassy also loves death matches. I mean, if it's bloody, it's going to have Moxley in it more than likely. It's a high chance it's going to have Moxley in it, so that's probably why, and it's Sassy. Gunnar Nash and NWO Sting versus Flair, Logan, and Sting. Yeah. We're getting Johnny Wrestling chance now. We're just coming back off the commercial break. Johnny went for his DDT over the top rope, but huge chop from Kaiser. Oh, Gargano with that slingshot spear. Beautiful. Still prefer Blood and Guts to WarGames, but KO WarGames and NXT was great. Yeah, it's one of my favourites because it was such a shock. It was just great entertainment. Triple H versus Stone Cold No Way Out 1 was great. Triple H versus Stone Cold. Was there not tag team partners at that point? A year ago today, Kairi Sane became the first ever IWGP Women's Champion. A year later, she's with Damage Control. It was a massive joy. You love to see it. Kairi Sane has been an excellent performer for the past few years, and she's getting that recognition she deserves. She's been brought back in because of how good she was. Gargano with a beautiful spinning slam, sort of move off the second rope, gets a solid 2 count. Sassy loves deathmatch tournaments across promotions like GCW. Yeah. Oh, 3-stage. Yeah, 3-stage develop. When I thought it was later than that. I thought it was like 2002. Desperado versus Mox death matches were great. Last one's free on YouTube. I might have to check it out. One of the people I follow on Instagram is a UK-based deathmatch wrestler, and it was in the PWI top 500. Oh, guys are with I don't know what would you'd call that. It was like a flapjack, but it was brilliant. Jericho and Nick Cage was the only deathmatch seen on AEW. It was beyond awesome. Go and check out Hangman Page versus Swerve Strickland. It was a banger. If you want to watch wrestling on YouTube, on Google, you will probably find out. You will probably be able to find out somewhere to watch it if needed. Guys are first into the mat. Gargano getting the crowd behind him. GCW's out of WarGames is amazing. Yeah. Johnny Gargano wins a match. Maybe Tripp still does like him. We've got Vinci coming out. Vinci got told to stay in the back. Gargano with a big kick and the over the top rope DDT. One final beat DDT. Gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Gargano wins. Nice. Kaiser looks annoyed. Vinci looks, I don't know. He doesn't look guilty, does he? Chelsea Green wants their own dressing room. Chelsea Green wants her own changing room because she wants to not be around losers. We've got Natalia and Tegan Knox wanting a shot. We've got Chance and I can't remember. Sorry. We've got Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell as well. Oh, we're going a fatal four-way tag titles match. Maxine Dupree's just shown up with, I can't remember her name as well, sorry. Maybe unsanctioned, but Omega versus Mox was insane. Yeah, it was great. That's the one where they DDT through the table. Paradigm shift through the glass table. Adam Pearce is going to blow a blood vessel. Probably. Who cares about tag team match, really? So annoying to you. I mean, number one contenders match. That's going to be a hard one to try and do a poll for. Let's see. Talia and Knox. Who was the other one? I don't know. I'll wait a second. John Moxley's never beaten Kenny Omega, so it doesn't count. Don't say that with Sassy in the chat. Behave yourself, you two. Okay. You saw nothing is not on the record books. Calm down, calm down. Is it on Cage Match? We've got Chris Leclerc. And how are you doing, Chris? Don't care about the Women's Tag Team Championship anymore. It's gone downhill, hasn't it? Chelsea Green's having a bit of fun with it. Chelsea Green, I think, is the one person that could make it feel a bit more relevant. But you never know. You never know where WWE are going to take them. Sassy saying, hi, Chris. The match was fantastic, yeah. Best women tag champs were on the show already. Damage control, maybe? Kabuki Warriors. Near enough what I said then. Sad to watch women's tag team wrestling when other indie promotions do them so well. It's the big problem. Care about women's tag championships when Damage Control, Sasha Banks, and Bayley held them. Yeah, those over the shoulders of big stars. But there is other things going on which is putting it down. Sasha's voting for Masha and Killer Kelly. I like Chelsea Green though. Chelsea Green I think is great. I think that she deserves more, but she's got a title over her shoulder. She's on TV every week near enough. So she's not doing too bad for herself. Misfit says it's Rhea versus Shayna for the Rumble. So we've got Shayna and Zoe Stark in Judgment Day's locker room. Judgment Day going mad. Well, Rhea's going mad. Zoe Stark is saying that the decorations in the locker room are cool. Rhea's not focusing on Zoe when she should be there. So he's saying, come Survivor Series, the title's coming across to her. Rhea kind of respects what Zoe did, but Zoe's supposedly going to get the beating at Survivor Series. Starks was taken by Trish. I think it was a good introduction for her, giving her a veteran to be able to play off. But I thought it was. I think she's still doing all right for herself. There we go. Polls in for you. Let's talk about the kind of year Becky has had match-wise. I think it's been a great year for her. I think she's been fantastic. She's been in great matches. She doesn't need to be in a title picture for the match to feel like a big deal. So Maxine Dupree showing off. In comes Ivy Nile. Sad leg sweep from Natalia. Beautiful. Oh, Indy Hartwell tags in. Ivy Nile almost picked up by Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell, again, is someone else that I think is a good choice to win the Rumble if you're going to build her up. Beautiful scoop slam from Indy. European uppercut. Very nice. In comes Candice. Good tag team move from Indy and Candice. Becky went up to Trips in 2023 and was like, I want to work with people who don't get TV time. Trips was like, sure thing. I can tell. You can tell, can't you? The amount of work she's done for people who haven't been on TV that much. In comes Karen Carter. Katana Chance tagged in as well. Carter and Chance. 1, 2. The longest sort of team in this match that have been teaming for a while. This would never have happened under Vince. No, 100%. I mean, you look at how many women have been showcased on the show already. You've got 10 people on screen at the minute. You've got the 8 in the match, the 2 on the outside. You had Damage Control. You had the face women's team. You've had Rhea Ripley. You've probably had 20 people, 20 women, all showcased and given TV time. It's amazing. So we've got Mandy Rose, Maxine Dupree on the second rope, crossbody to the outside, taking everyone out. Becky's been a warrior, I think. Masha Slamovich, Trinity, Sawyer Wreck, Billy Stars, Rainy Yamashita, and Ver Vixen. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be an interesting PWI women's for the next year, I think. Just because WWE have started to showcase a lot more women's top class wrestling. So it's going to be hard work for them to pick a number one, well, a top 5, I think. So the little waffle things, them Choco waffles, they're little waffles and they've got little bits of chocolate inside them. They're absolutely delicious, nice and soft. So we're on a commercial break at the minute. I've just been stuffing my face, as you can probably tell, with chocolate waffles. Delicious. Got 10 people in. Thank you very much for joining. If you haven't already, do give a like and share. Subscribe to the channel because it does really help us out. We do appreciate it if you do that. So we're just about to come back on to Monday Night Raw. We've got just over an hour left. It's gone surprisingly quick tonight. because it's been a bloody good show again, I think. The lowest low weak point, I think, was the Nia Jackson Raquel Rodriguez match. Actually, I forgot about them as well. So you've got another two performers on that list. Let's have a look. So in total, it says there's been 17 Raw performers. And 7 SmackDown. So 20. No, so 8 from SmackDown and 17 from Raw. So 25 women being given TV time. And that's in the less than the first 2 hours of Monday Night Raw. The Becky GAHY match made you forget about the other women's match till I brought up. Sorry, but we're showcasing women. Carter and Chance, brilliant double team. 1, 2, breaking up by pretty much everyone else in the match. Yeah, 25 different women have been showcased in less than 2 hours of Monday Night Raw. We'd be lucky if we got 5 in 2 hours on Monday Night Raw with Vince. So it's a big turnaround, which is nice to see. Ivan with a step up into GAHY. Tegan Knox with a headbutt to Ivan. Front slam. Beautiful. Carter. The kick right to the face of Tegan Knox. Everyone's basically taking someone else out in the match. Natalia's looking for the sharpshooter. Sharpshooter. Ivan breaks it up. Maxine Dupree tags in. Tegan Knox. Scoop slam. Another scoop slam from Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree with a hip swivel. We're getting the caterpillar from Maxine Dupree. Elbow drop. Suplex into a bridge. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Total of 20 female wrestlers on tonight's Raw. There's been more than that, I think. So we've got 10 women in this match. We've had Becky. Hasn't been in the match. Nia Jax. Raquel Rodriguez. Xylee. So that's 14. We've had Zoe Stark. We've had Shayna Baszler. So that's 16. And then we've had Bayley, Bianca, Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Shotzi. So we've had another 8 there. So we've had well over 20. Got the Horse Collar Podcasting. How you doing? Thanks for joining. Honestly, I haven't watched Raw in about 3 years, and I haven't watched consistently since about 10, so you're lost. Only watching tonight because of Randy. It's a good reason to come back and watch it, dude. Tegan Knox gets the win with Natalia. How are you doing then, Horse Collar Podcast? Are you having a good night? Are you an AEW fan? Do you watch much AEW? Do you watch much? Or is it just the pay-per-views? Or do you watch SmackDown every so often? So we've got Gunther and the rest of Imperium backstage. Gunther asks Kaiser if he ever listens. Oh, Kaiser's disappointed Gunther. Seth's having the Pepto-Bismol. I mean, The Miz is on TV. He's an A-list superstar. Two-time Grand Slam champion. What's not to like? Miz is a phenomenal performer. And he looks good in his suit. 23. I knew it was over 20, yeah. I've got 26, Misfit. So going off the roster page for Monday Night Raw, we've had Becky Lynch, Candice LeRae, Chelsea Green, Indy Hartwell, Ivy Nile, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Maxine Dupree, Natalia, Nia Jax, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Shayna Baszler, Tegan Knox, Xia Li, Zoe Stark. So that's 17. And on SmackDown, we've had Oscar, Bayley, Bianca, Charlotte, Dakota, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, Shotzi, which is another 8. So yeah, 25, 26. Yeah. You forgot Nia and Raquel on purpose. No, but they count towards the women's percentage of roster, don't they? They go in that showcase. So we're on another commercial break again. How's people finding Monday Night Raw so far? Has it been an overall good show? Poor? Or are people enjoying it overall? Still on a commercial break. 25, not 26. Yeah. I knew it was 20, at least 25. Raw usual. It's been okay, hasn't it? Like I said, it's not been the most outstanding, but for some of the ones we've watched, it's been poor. For some of them, it's been great. So the men's tag teams are backstage kicking off about wanting an opportunity themselves. So next week, tag team turmoil. So we've got Imperium, we've got New Day, we've got the Creed brothers, we've got Alpha Academy and the Share. Well, so we've got DIY. Oh, Nick Aldis is there. That's a nice suit that Magnus is wearing. Being a lot better once Triple H took 100% control of creative. Yes. 100%. I agree with that wholeheartedly, Misfit. So Miss wants to talk about one word, which is respect. Respect for everyone that comes inside the ring. And respect as the universe. So Miz wants to talk about Gunther's lack of respect. Oh, and we're going this sign of disrespect because we're getting Gunther come out now. Gunther looks good in a suit as well, though, doesn't he? But he wears loafers with no socks, and it looks a bit stupid, though. That does let him down a bit. Triple H has featured the whole women's division on one show, pretty much. I mean, we've not seen Valhalla. We've not seen Sonya Deville. We've not seen Nikki Cross. We've not seen Liv Morgan. but there is good reason behind a couple of them. Liv Morgan obviously is out injured. Valhalla isn't really a singles performer. Sonya Deville hasn't been on TV for a little while properly. So, yeah, you've showcased 95% of your women's roster in one show. That's an amazing feat. Gunther says it's not there's a lack of respect. He's got zero respect at all for The Miz. So Gunther is saying the ring is for competition. Miz is just an entertainer. Miz is saying that he gets it done inside the ring and out. He is an entertainer. Miz doing a Macho Man impression as one of his heroes. Rick Rude, Mr. Perfect, Shawn Michaels. And Bret Hart. So the Miz is saying that all of them held that title. So Miz hoped and prayed that he could hold the title that they held. So the reason they're remembered is they're not a one-note robot, says the Miz. Gunther's amused by the Miz. Miz is saying about how he's reinvented himself and how he's changed. That's what elevates the legacy of the title. That's how the Miz is. He wants to build his legacy. So Miz is saying we don't know much about Gunther. Gunther has to hit the bottom to find out if he earns respect from the Miz. When Gunther hits the bottom of the mountain, will he climb? Or will he just be another cog? Miz has said if Gunther doesn't respect the Miz on Saturday, he will beat it into him. And he'll be a 9-time Intercontinental Champion. I mean, it was a good promo from the Miz. Good passion. Gunther says, do you want to talk a big game? Gunther says that everyone at home and everyone in the arena is going to face the Miz. Gunther wants to give his point of view. Who he's facing on Saturday is someone that's like everybody else. Little Mike Mizanin. a little weirdo that got bullied at high school. Gunther throwing it down. Gunther saying that the Miz doesn't belong in here and that's why he got bullied. Which is a very clever call from there. Very clever promo. 20 years later, Gunther saying that the Miz doesn't belong in Gunther's ring. So the Miz deserves to be behind the guardrail just like all the other weirdos. This is a very, very heel promo from Gunther. Gunther going in on the USA chance as well. Going in on everything, isn't he? Gunther's saying that the Miz hasn't been bullied enough. Gunther wants the Miz to do something. Gunther's really shoving the Miz. Gunther's really, really clever. Oh, Miz actually finally swinging back. Oh, Gunther with a big boot. That was a good promo from both men. It went on. It had gone a bit too long. Oh, Miz with a sneaky low blow mule kick. The Miz is actually getting cheered. Miz finishes with a skull-crushing finale. That was actually a very good promo. I was into it. I quite liked that. Audience didn't seem that invested, but I was. Got Jey Uso backstage now with Seth. Seth is saying that we've got to have the win tonight. Jey knows what it means to win WarGames, what it needs to win WarGames. Seth giving the pep talk to Jey. Nakamura's definitely calling out not CM Punk. There we go. Throwing the poll in for you. Nakamura versus Gable. It's already on for you, I seen. Yes, Queen, he looks good, doesn't he? I do still like Rising Sun as a theme. Really catchy. Gunther talking about Miz getting bullied. I mean, you'd get bullied too if he was on the real world. That, yeah, supposedly he used that to get in his break into wrestling. But I mean, he's done what he needed to get what he wants. He's earning good money. He's a regular on TV. So he ain't doing bad for himself, I don't think, in the slightest. Mm. I mean, it happens. Just getting me earphones ready because these ones the batteries are on the way out. Yeah, I think they've chanted at USA, Canadian. I think they've chanted them when Kevin Owens has been on screen. I don't know if it was Sami Zayn as well. Does the UK celebrate Thanksgiving or do you get a version of it? No, we don't. Between Halloween and Christmas, we only have what we call Guy Fawkes Night or Bonfire Night, which was a plot to blow up the Houses of Parliament. So I know you've got Thanksgiving this weekend, I think, somewhere on there. But yeah, we don't have anything equivalent to Thanksgiving. Some people do still celebrate it across the year. and basically take it on as a traditional holiday for them. So, yeah, I mean, I won't be doing anything special for it, but other people sometimes do it. Canada celebrates their own version. Yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised, but it's not something that we've ever done. Make it 26 women. Yeah, we've got Valhalla on screen now. Boxing Day. Yeah, we have what we call Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas Day, which is just another bank holiday. I don't know why it's called Boxing Day in all honesty, but yeah, it's just like an extra bank holiday for us across here. And we've got Alpha Academy's Chad Gable coming down to the ring. He's coming down with Akira Tozawa, Maxine Dupree, and Otis. Thanksgiving's United States history specific. Yeah, I know it was a US thing. I know it wasn't sort of a Canadian thing or a UK thing. Cole's talking about Nakamura's promos. Curious who he's talking about. I have no idea, dude. No idea. Won't be a second. There we go. So the battery's just cut out as Michael Cole was talking about the promos. But I presumed he was sort of talking about promos, but sort of teased the name, but didn't say anything. Sassy does celebrate Guy Fawkes Day, loves the history behind it. Yeah, like I said, it's something that is taught in schools every so often. So Gable with a real waist lock. Gable having the hands broken. Nakamura trying to go for the triangle armbar. Gable blocked it, went for a punt kick. God, Nakamura got out of the way. Beautiful pair of arm drags from Gable. Nakamura with head scissors. Oh, Gable eats a knee to the midsection. Gable in the corner. It's a kick to the midsection from Nakamura. And we're getting some good vibrations. Gable fighting back. Catches the ankle. Dragon screw on the leg of Nakamura. Gable went for something. Nakamura caught him. Chucked him on the top turnbuckle. And then a kick to the head of Gable. Gable's looking for an armbar while in the ropes. Had to break before the 5 count. Gable over the top of Nakamura. And then mocks Nakamura with the come on. Gable. Beautiful overhead suplex, taking Nakamura to the outside. Nakamura hit his back on the apron. Senton. Swanton from Gable, taking Nakamura out. And the rest of Alpha Academy right behind supporting him. Do we really do a Wendy's commercial with a Becky having pigtails? I don't know, dude. I've got different commercials because I'm in the UK. We don't have Wendy's across here. What was the commercial? Let's see if I can find it on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. No, I don't think it's on there. There's an Applebee's one. But there doesn't seem to be a Wendy's promo. No, can't find it. Okay, sent it on Twitter. Cheers, dude. Let's have a look. Yeah, I've got Seth in there as well. And not Apollo Crews, Austin Theory. No, it's not Austin Theory. Xavier Woods. I mean, that's a ridiculous commercial. That was ridiculous. Nikki Cross was on screen during the tag team thing. I didn't even see her. So yeah, 27 women, if that is correct, being showcased on a Monday Night Raw. It's stupidly good numbers for them. As a division itself, and as individuals, it's great getting the promotion. Shows in the back. Not long till Voices plays, says Mark. Is that why you're sticking around? So Nakamura's got the advantage. He got it with a kick to the head of Gable, and then pendulum kick to the back of Chad Gable. Nakamura's mocking the shoosh chants. Knee to the midsection of Gable was on the top turnbuckle. Went for a pin, got a 2 count. Nakamura with a rear chin lock, locking the arm of Gable. Again, let's go Gable chance. Gable fighting out of that rear chin lock. Okay, cheers, dude. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she's right at the back, wasn't she? Gable gets a 2 count. I didn't see what that was from. Nakamura being picked up. Gable looking for a German suplex. Nakamura backs him up into the corner. Rear elbows. That creates a bit of separation. Gable hits a kick to the back of the head. And then Nakamura with that sliding German suplex. Beautiful. Nakamura off the second rope with a flying knee to the head of Gable. Straight into a cover at 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Gable. Nakamura's looking quite annoyed. Nakamura went for a suplex. Gable lands on his feet. Gable with a beautiful roll into an ankle lock. Nakamura counters with a kick. Gable looking for... I thought he was looking for a backside. Nope. That was a beautiful... It was like a raised edge, but flipping over at the same time. Fantastic. Gable's up to the top. Flying headbutt. Goes for a pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2 from Nakamura. Is it me or is Nakamura's run on Raw is better than all of his SmackDown run? I think it's better than most of his run that he's had so far in WWE on the main roster. He was hot when he won the Royal Rumble in 2018. And all the way up until WrestleMania, he was hot. But since then, it's been a bit sluggish. This, I think, has been his best run since then. Gable's looking for that German suplex. Oh, top turnbuckles come off. Gable rolls through. Nakamura with a flying heel. Nakamura, is he looking for the Kinshasa? Nakamura went for it. Gable. Chaos Theory at 1, 2. Bridge and a kick out at 2 from Nakamura. Nakamura's trying to get that arm. Beautiful. Full Nelson suplex. I thought it was a bit of a half and half. Very similar to the Snapdragon suplex from Kenny Omega. Gable climbing up to the top. Nakamura was in the drop zone. Went for the moonsault. Nakamura got his feet up. Beautiful overhead slam from Nakamura. Nakamura, is he looking for the Kinshasa again? Gable counters into an ankle lock. Nakamura's reaching for the bottom rope. Gable's got the ankle lock. Gable really trying to work. Nakamura trying to push Gable into the top turnbuckle that's exposed. Gable ends up eating the package and stack. Nakamura gets the win. And Nakamura's beat all 3 members of Alpha Academy then. Drew and Damian Priest. But Rhea's saying, get the advantage, good luck. Drew says he's going to take Jay out for good. So before anything, we'll do the wrestler birthdays. November 20th, there's someone called Rudy Charles. Not heard of them before, I don't think. Let's have a look. He's an American referee. Is currently signed to WWE on SmackDown as a referee. So Daniel Engler is his real name. But that was on the 20th. I'm on the 21st, so Tuesday, November 21st, you've got the Bella twins. Or the Garcia twins now. Was hoping to get Broken Dreams back, but guess not. No, I want him to go back to that. I've wanted him to go back to for ages. There we go. For Mark, Drew needs a dominant win. Yeah. Yeah, I think he does. Can you get your vote? Yep, it's done for you. Drew wins here because heels always get the WarGames advantage. They should do, but I read somewhere the other day that they haven't had them past couple of times. But not long. We've got about half an hour left. We've got the main event, and then we should have the 5th man announced, which we think we know who it is. We'd be surprised if it wasn't them. Come on, let's go back to Monday Night Raw. Come on. Yeah, commercials seem to be quite long tonight. I don't know why. There we go, finally. This seems to have been a long commercial break overall. Oh, War Pigs is the official theme of Survivor Series. Going old school, licensed music, very old school. So we've got Bronson Reed cutting a promo. Bronson Reed saying that Ivar is a cosplayer. That was a very short, out of place promo for me. So we've got Women's War Games. We're going the Women's World Championship. Rhea Ripley versus Zoe Stark. Then we're going Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Very good heel turn from Santos. Really well done. We're going the IC title. Gunther versus The Miz. And then we're getting the Men's War Games match. So we're getting a package on how War Games works. Do people prefer this version of War Games, or do people prefer the WCW style with the roof on the cage? I know that without the roof, it gives the opportunity for big high spots and stuff like that. But that's obviously a more modern interpretation. Some people I know do still prefer the old school aesthetic of the roof on there. So what do you think in chat? Which is your preferred style of War Games cage? Roof or no roof? So we've got face team. We've got Seth. We've got Sammy. We've got Jey Uso. Jey Uso saying he's going to handle business. Cody's there asking if the fifth any news on the fifth member. Sammy says nothing's working out. Cody's saying we're in business. He's in. They're obviously teasing. Drew in the ring, just staring a hole down the entranceway. Jay walk into the ring with a bit of a purpose. Not the usual smiley, happy, bouncy self, but jumps on the ring turnbuckles. So 80% of people think Drew's got this one in the bag. So Drew's still staring a hole through Jey Uso. Bell rings. Let's go. Jey Uso shouting yeets and right hand to Drew. Drew fires back and forth. Jay going for the midsection, then to the head, then to the midsection. Drew whipped, reverses. Jay with a big right hand. Jay again was whipped across. Drew catches with a big kick. Drew now with a full mount, right hands, and a huge stomp to the head of Jey Uso. Jey Uso in the ropes. Drew with a big right hand. Jay fighting back out the corner. Crowd chanting along with every punch with a yeet. Off the ropes. Big tackle. Drew gets a 2 count. Drew with a huge stomp. Jay whipped over the rope into the ropes. Joe thrown to the outside. Jay with a suicide dive to the outside. Jey Uso picks Joe up, throws him head first into the ring post. Jey Uso with the advantage, back in the centre of the ring. Drew on the outside, holding his head, looking furious. Now Valkyrie is in the crowd, joins Eileen and Becky. It's now a total of 28. It's a ridiculous number, isn't it? 28 women in less than 3 hours. It's fantastic to see. I don't think there's been a Monday Night Raw with more women showcased on it ever. We've got 28 different women, and I don't ever think I'll have seen 25 women on a Monday Night Raw previously. We might have, we've seen them at pay-per-views with like the Royal Rumble, but I don't think we've ever seen it on a standard Monday Night Raw. We've got 5 people left in chat. Thank you very much. If you haven't, like and share the video, subscribe. It does help us out. And you're going to help us push our total up. We've just, past couple of days, hit 2,000. So we want to be pushing for as many as we can, as soon as we can. We do appreciate it. Basically, full Rumble match if you take your own rear outlet. Yeah. Like I said, there's about 3 or 4 people from the Monday Night Raw roster that haven't been showcased. One of them is out with an injury. One of them just hasn't been showcased. So it's been absolutely an amazing show for the women's side of the roster. So we're just coming back from commercial break. We've got a 2K23 promo. Back on Monday Night Raw. We've got 15 minutes left. We've got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre going one-on-one for the advantage in WarGames this Saturday. We've got an announcement possibly at the end of the match for the 5th member of the Good Guys face team. Cody Rhodes has made some calls and the guy has said he's in, but we don't know who it is officially. We presume it's going to be Randy Orton. Joe's ripping the shirt off of Jey Uso for a big chop. Jay's fighting back. We've got Fernando here. It's Randy Orton. Go to sleep, bro. Well, we know it's Randy Orton. We presume it's Randy Orton, but WWE are known for pulling out swerves every so often. So we know it's probably going to be Randy. Jey Uso with a huge crossbody off the top. Gets a kick out. Joe's still fighting in the match. Beautiful, beautiful crossbody. Drew's on the outside. Jay off the ropes. Went for that flying dive again. Drew with a big right hand. Stops that in his tracks. Drew's picking up Jay. Back first off the barricade, then off the ring apron, and then again on the barricade. Drew's looking good again. Using the boat to press the head up against the ring post. Drew just so much more vicious as a heel, so much more intense. So Drew wanting the attention from the crowd, just getting the boos. So Drew's talking some trash across the Jay now. This is the same venue where Orton was last seen. Okay. Sure, if it was Randy, someone would have spoiled that it was the Randy, even if it was didn't. Yeah, more than likely. But I don't mind either way. OJ's fighting back with a big slap. Went for a kick to the midsection, but spinning flying kick from Jay. Joe looks a little bit annoyed that he had the advantage taken off him. Jay on the apron. What's Joe going to look for here? Oh, Jay with a big shoulder tackle to the midsection. And again. Third shoulder tackle to the midsection of Drew. Jay went for something, but Drew with a Glasgow kiss. Takes Jay straight off the apron to the floor. Joe picks up Jay. What's he going to look for here? Just throws Jay straight on the announce desk. Looks straight at the camera and goes, "That's some yeet." Heel Joe's so much better than the face Joe, I think. And we're going to commercial break. We've got 8 people in. Thank you very much for joining. Like and share the video if you haven't already. It does help us out. And subscribe and hit that notification bell. That way you'll know next time we're going live, which will probably be Wednesday night for Dynamite. I'm really starting to need the bathroom, but I don't want to go. I've only got just over 10 minutes left, so I can hold out till then, can't I? God is called The Rock. That's a good show. If I was WWE, I'd do a little. I would have done a little promo, or I would do a little promo of people he's tried calling. Twitter will be crazy. I mean, there'll be a lot of people annoyed that CM Punk's not showing up, but I don't think that makes a difference too much. I still got Mark in. You enjoying the show, Mark? So we're going in NXT promo for tomorrow. Via Valkyria versus Xia Li for the NXT Women's Championship. So Drew trying to get some offense in, but Jay's fighting back. Big right hands from Jay. That one with a little extra mustard on it. Drew with a whip. Drew looked for something, but Jay lands on his feet, kick to the midsection of Drew. Right downs from Jay. Samoan drop from Jay Uso. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Jay's first one out of the toe, back to his feet. Goes to attack Drew. Drew picks him up. Jay gets out of there, but ends up eating a big right hand for his troubles. Drew going up to the top. What's X? We call it Twitter in this household. Yeah, it's still Twitter to me. Yeah, I still call it Twitter. Drew going to look for his kip up. Yes, there we go. Three hours in. Thank you very much for sticking with me. We've not got long left. We've only got a couple of minutes left of Monday Night Raw. Drew's looking for the Claymore. Got the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Jay with the super kick to the face of Drew. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Super close count. This has been a good match overall, I think. Jay's going up to the top. Drew catches him. Takes the legs out from underneath. Dre, is he looking for the future shock? Future shock DDT. Pin. 1, 2, 3. Drew gets the win. Very good match overall. Yeah, very good match on it, Sassy. So we've got a couple of minutes left. Is this where we get Orton? So we've got Rhea Ripley now. She's coming applauding Drew. Drew's just now laying the right hands down. Drew taking the cover off the announce desk, clearing that off. Come on, where's Voices? This is going to be a huge, huge pop. Rhea's loving this on the outside. Jay's fighting back, but Judgment Day there to keep Drew safe. Everyone else. Where's Cody? Where's Seth? There's Cody. Cody's music hit. He's got Sammy coming out. He's got Seth coming out. Cody, Seth, and Sammy taking Judgment Day to pieces. Huge steel chair shots to the back of Damian Priest and McDonough. Is Cody asking for a microphone? Yes, he has. We're getting Randy chants before anything. Cody says they're not alone. We found the fifth member. Someone that he has a legacy with. Cody said of the apex predator. Cody saying that everyone else knows who it is. We're getting Randy chants. And it's cut off. I think Raw went a bit too long tonight. It's CM Punk, just kidding. It's Randy Orton. Voices. Randy wasn't there. Randy will return at Survivor Series. Of course, WWE is doing the RVD thing again. Yeah. The tease too much. I think that's a bit of a letdown, in all honesty, for this show. I'm kind of disappointed we didn't see him. But for Monday Night Raw, it was good. That was probably, I would say that was a good 7 out of 10 show for a Monday Night Raw overall. We've seen better. We've seen a lot worse. Match of the night, main event, obviously. Drew versus Jay. You've got two super talented performers going out there, having a good match. And it was nice to see a main event with no interference, no outside shenanigans or anything, which we don't see very often these days. Went exactly as planned. It went exactly as planned, but I still think it's a bit of a disappointment that we didn't see anything. And I think that's where I'm disappointed is you've teased it, and you should have had a bit of a payoff with a bit of a brawl. But I mean, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it. Segment of the night. I don't know. There was a lot of good stuff. I think the women fighting for the tag team opportunity #1 contenders match was a bit of good fun. The Miz and Gunther promo back to back was very good though. I did actually really enjoy it. It might not have been to everyone's cup of tea, but I did think that was quite good. Performer of the night. I think I'll give that to Jay. Jay also, I think, was good. He was in a couple of different segments, and he was captivating while he was on screen, which is good. So I'm more than happy to give that a good 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Monday Night Raw, the Go Home show before Survivor Series Wargames this Saturday night. I think I will be back. I don't know if anyone else will be with me. But if not, you'll probably see me Friday night doing SmackDown because I think Sam is on holiday. And you'll have Ant doing AEW Dynamite after Full Gear. So you've got a stacked week with us. Or me and Ant anyway. So hopefully we shall see you all again on Wednesday night. We might see you on Friday. It depends how I feel, how tired I am. But we should probably see you Saturday night for Survivor Series Wargames. It should be at least one of us, maybe 2, maybe 3. We don't know. Depends on how we feel. But I am going to love you all because I do. Every single one of you that comes in, I love all of you. And I'm going to leave you. And who shall we have? We'll have that one because they've appeared on tonight's show, so we'll give them a bit of a shout out. So we're going to give it the Claymore. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hell yeah.
Hello, this is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day.